Welcome to the sessions on achievements of Bharat. In this session, we will look into chapter 19 Agriculture. In Sanskrit, it is called Krishi. As we all know, food is the basic need of all living beings. In fact, in Atharva Veda, it is said, Jivanti Swadaya Annena Martyaha. Agriculture in Latin means agar implies field and cultura means cultivation. So it's about cultivation of crops in the field. In Sanskrit, we use the term kshetra or bhumi and karsivana or kisan. In Bharat, agriculture plays a major role for economy and also from the employment perspective. Over 70% of the rural households depend on agriculture. It contributes around 17% to the total gross domestic product. It also provides employment to over 60% of the population. It also makes these rural as swavalambi or self-reliant such. Bharat ranks second in worldwide in farm outputs. And as you can see from right side, there are major crop areas and they grow mainly rice, wheat, jowar, millets, etc. And our production is historically large and sustained a huge population compared to other parts of the world. And extra one, we store it for use in drought year. Our motto is Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. It is Hail the soldiers and Hail the Kisan. This is coined by our second Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. So if you see right side, it lists about the steps in farming. So majorly it includes first one is about the soil preparation, making the soil fertile and can be sowed. The next one is sowing the seeds. The third one is adding manure or fertilizers and pesticides if required. Then irrigation, mainly watering. Then weeding, whatever unnecessary things, getting rid of that. Then harvesting, then thrashing and storing. So in the coming slides, we can see how Bharat is advanced in each and every aspect as such from ancient times. So our technology is indigenously developed and was ahead of its time, and it is many of the things are organic in nature. That means it is less polluted and it will save soil and also the environment. It includes soil testing, crop rotation methods, irrigation plants, and eco-friendly pesticides and fertilizers and storage methods. So if we see the Indus Valley civilization, that time itself cotton was cultivated. Even jute also has been cultivated. In fact, it was exported also to Western world, where they were using it to make ropes and other products. And cow-based natural farming, as you can see on the right side, mainly usage of cow or bullock for farming. It also protects soil and the entire ecosystem. Mainly it is organic in nature. And from the findings, archaeological findings, we also see agricultural trade was carried out using river boats, as you can see on down. Even some of our festivals are related to harvest, like Makara Sankranti, Onam, Pongal. So if you look into some of our ancient literature, there are mention about agricultural practices, like in Rig Veda, then Atharva Veda, that deals with various aspects with respect to animal husbandry, like how we can manage cattle, forestry, its protection, farming resources, and practice. Krishi Parashara by Parashara was the oldest text we have seen with respect to agriculture. It has around 243 shlokas, and it talks about many methods of doing agriculture which will help for the farmers to making it more economical. And also it also has a Krishi Panchanga which talks about astronomical and meteorological data, mainly about weather forecast, and also talks about rain quantity in different seasons and months. This will help the farmer in planning and managing the activity of farming for several months. It also talks, in addition to this, other topics like how we can make use of the cattle, then how we can store. And from archaeological excavation, we also saw like bullock cart medallions, then even bronze axes. This these things implies that in even in those olden days, our farming was quite advanced. Even the trade also was. Then Kautilya's Arthashastra also talks about agricultural practices and also how we can make use of the river beds because as it is very fertile in nature. Then Varahamihira's Samhita, it also talks about soil classification, irrigation practices, and plant diseases. And with respect to land also, which is fertile, which is not fertile, etc. Even Kashyapa's Krishi Sukta, then Surapala's Vriksha Ayurveda, it's mainly about medicines for the plants. So it talks about diseases for the plant and how we can protect those. Even about tree planting also it talks. And it also talks about even the horticulture aspects and groundwater resources. So that way, if you really see the in each and every steps of the farming, there are lot of advancement even in those ancient days, and many of these are relevant even now also, and this will make our farming more economical, more productive, ecology friendly, eco friendly, and also as those things are organic in nature, it is also good for the nature, good for the living beings also. So some of the topics like rotation of the crops, like in which season which crop to be planted, which will be economical, then how we can store the vegetables, grains, how we can store seeds for future usage, even with respect to the manure part, fertilizer part, like neem cake can be used to make the farmland more fertile. Then even plant ailments and what kind of pesticides can be used to get rid of these diseases. Even irrigation techniques like digging channels, dams, canals. So whatever technology that was seen during that period can be applicable even now. So if you have visited Hampi, in fact there you can see like how the water management was done even during those days. In Bharat, that is the reason farmers are given more importance. Even in our Bhojana mantra, we say at the end, Annadhata Sukhi Bhava. So if a farmer is Sukhi, then we all will be like Sukhis. Our Prime Minister Modi ji also has said, Kisan ka maan, desh ka samman. That means honoring a farmer is really a respect for the country. So that way, for countries like Bharat, farming and agriculture are very important. So in this slide, I have just listed some of the questions which can help to revise this topic. So please go through these questions and also try to answer these things. धन्यवाद.